Hey guys, I thought I would show you a little bit about some things that I noticed that you were struggling with. Area of parallelograms was one of them, so I thought I'd make a little video for you. The first thing is that when we're looking for the area of a parallelogram, remember we're looking for the height where that perpendicular line is. So when I'm working on this in Imagine Math, I've got that perpendicular line right here, meaning that the height is my 8.4. Okay, that means that the base is 17.5. So when I'm looking down at my options, I'm looking for something that still gives me the height of 8.4 and the base of 17.5. Okay. The other thing is, remember when we were doing parallelograms, we cut this right here and we moved it over. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for again. I'm looking for you to cut it off and move it over. So if I'm looking at these options here, I would say that this is right. Now, if you're not sure, remember you can use the math help. I can click on this and it's going to show me a video, and I'm not going to put on the sound, but it does show me a video of them thinking about cutting it and moving it over. So maybe this cut isn't the greatest cut, but could I cut it a different way? Okay, this one cuts it that different way. If you're cutting the figure, you're cutting it in half, or I mean, you're not cutting it in half, you're cutting it to get that triangle taken off, and then we're going to move it over to the other side and it makes a rectangle, just like what we're used to. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, and if you're still not getting it, remember you always have this Imagine Math teacher, but you have to attempt both helps first. Okay, so that means you have to click check before. If you're not understanding it, but these were helpful, write yourself a note, put it on notebook paper, and you can go back to it later, and that'll help as well. But since we've got this one, I'm just going to click check, and there are our points. Congratulations, guys, you got your first one right. Now we're going to move on to the second question. The second question is asking the same thing, but there's a lot of letters here, so it does get kind of confusing. It says triangle ABE, so ABE, is cut from the parallelogram ABCD, okay? And we moved to match ABE up with DCF, okay? Side DC. So what are the dimensions of the new shape, which is BCFE, okay? So basically we're just getting rid of this piece by moving it over here. Now I've got a rectangle. So when it's asking about the dimensions, remember you can always look up what dimensions mean. Okay, and dimensions are attributes such as the length, the width, and the height. Well, since this is two-dimensional, we don't have the length, width, and height. We just have the length and height. Okay, so what makes up those length and height? We've got this line, which is my length, B for base, if you notice. Okay, so base, and H for height. Okay, so that would mean that my length is B and my height is H. Again, remember, you can always go back and look at the examples here, see if you can figure it out. I know that picture is kind of confusing, so maybe you want to redraw it and erase the piece. But you can see it here that we've got our base is still here and our height is still here. Okay, that one doesn't help. Go on to the second one, okay? That's also an option. We can keep going. We can look at both examples. But if the examples don't make sense and you've tried, you can use the teacher for help. Okay, so we check. And there it is again. We got another one right. Congratulations, guys. You got two. So we move on to the next one. Now, this one's a little trickier because it's not just the parallelogram, right? And so you're looking at this and you're going, oh my gosh, Miss Hickman, this is ridiculous. Okay, but the figure shows the design section of the tile. Which expression can you use to find the area of the blue parallelogram? Okay, so if I'm looking at this, it's probably not going to be something that insane, but it could be depending on how you're going to set this up. So if I'm looking at the blue tile, I'm looking at this base being the same 4 as the base of this block because they match up. Do you see that? And then I'm looking at the height. Remember, the height is if I cut this off and moved it over. So really, this is not even here, okay? Which gives this shape. Or you could cut off this triangle and move it over here, and it gives you this shape. Well, what's that height? What's the height here? 4. So really what I'm doing to find that area is just 4 times 4, okay? But because that's not the option it's giving me, I'm probably going to need to look at something else in a different way. So I'm going to go to Math Help, and I'm going to watch the video.
Parallelogram is to combine the areas of all its parts. This parallelogram has been cut into two right triangles and a rectangle. The area of a right triangle is equal to 1/2 times the base times the height. The area of a rectangle is equal to the base times the height. The sum of these three areas is equal to the total area of the parallelogram.
Okay, to me that didn't make a ton of sense. So I'm going to go to the second help and watch that one too.
Areas of all its parts. The area of the parallelogram equals the area of the triangle plus the area of the rectangle plus the area of the triangle.
Okay, so let's say I do that, but I still don't get it. I think it's this one because they talked about triangles and half of a triangle. So I'd have 3 because that's the base that matches up times 4, and that's the height because it matches up here. So 3 times 4 times 1/2, remember, is the same as divided by 2, gives us the area of the triangle. Then I've got this rectangle. Well, if this is 3 and this whole distance is 4, that means that's got to be 1 because 3 plus 1 is 4. Okay, and then we've got this triangle over here, which is again matching up with that 3 and that height of 4. Okay, so that's my 3 times 4. And then that rectangle, remember, was 1 times 4. And this 3 times 4 has to be multiplied by half because it's also a triangle. Okay, but if you're still not getting it, go ahead and use that Math Help and use the teacher. Okay, then we can move on if you get it right. Again, you want to take notes. So if this is something that's helping, take notes, okay? Put them in a notebook. Remember, we were supposed to be doing that at the beginning of the year with our math notebooks, and I think we kind of fell off of that. But that red math notebook was meant for this, okay? Then you click close, and you can move on to the problem-solving piece, okay? If you have trouble with the problem-solving piece, remember that we're just trying to figure out what pieces it needs, all right? So it says, analyze, click the sentence that describes what you need to find out. Okay, well, what you need to find out usually is the question. It's the question being asked. So I'm going to say that that is what I need to find out. Notice, I didn't really read anything yet because I didn't really need to, okay? But it does say that we need to know what the 10 represents. So I better read carefully, okay? A company logo is a red parallelogram. A large version of the logo is painted on a rectangular billboard that has a base of 10 feet and a height of 6 feet. The logo has a base of 7 feet and a height of 4 feet. The rest of the billboard is blue. What percentage of the billboard area is red? So what does the 10 represent? Feet. Right. And that's going to be the base of the billboard. Okay, now what does the 6 represent? Feet, right. Okay, and that's going to be, the 6 is the height of the billboard. Okay, now what's the 4? Now it didn't go in order, notice that, they messed with you on purpose. What is the 4? It's still in feet, but it's the height of the logo, right, okay. And the 7 is the base of the logo. It's still in feet, but it's the base of the logo, okay? What's the unknown? It's still going to be percent, not feet, because remember, that's what's being asked. Percentage, okay? Percentage. Percentage of the red area, because that is what I'm being asked. My unknown always has something to do with the question being asked, okay? All right, moving on. The plan. Which diagram is going to show it? Well, we know that the base of, or first of all, we know that this is a rectangular billboard, right? So is this a rectangle? No. So that's a definite no, okay? We also know that the height is 4. And remember, the height has to be perpendicular. So do you see how we've got our right angle here? That's going to mean that the height is 4. Here, it's a side length, and that's not actually what we want. So that means that this one has to be right, because the base is 10, the height is 6 of the rectangle, and the base of the parallelogram is 7, and the height is 4. Okay? Then we come to our plan. And here I'm going to kind of let you guys go because I feel like this should have helped a lot. Remember, the practice is going to be similar to the guided learning, and the post-quiz will also be similar to the guided learning. And you do need to have at least 6 out of the 7 questions right to pass the lesson. And I know the reason you're getting this is because you're struggling with it, so I want you to make sure that you take your time on it, okay? And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to let me know.